Hi guys, welcome back to Sew Renew Fashion. Today I'm going to be showing you a tutorial for a wrap skirt that I made, and the pattern is going to be linked down below on Etsy for sale. This is a wrap skirt that I made for a festival outfit this past summer, and I turned it into a digital PDF pattern. I think this is a simple, quick, and easy sewing pattern that would be great for beginners. So let's get into the video. You first start by printing out the pattern, and you're going to want to cut or fold the edges so that you can tape the pattern pieces together, and then you want to cut out your desired size. I started out by cutting out my waist ties, and then I moved on to cutting out the pattern pieces. So for the darts, I poked through the paper using a pin so that I could use my fabric marker to mark the 3 ends of the triangle for the darts. So then I could fold the piece over and line up the 2 marks that I made along with the mark at the bottom of the dart. And you want to pin this in place so that you can sew your darts. I also found it useful after pinning to draw a line from the bottom of the dart to the end so that I could follow that when sewing. I continued this process for all of the darts on both the front and back pieces of the skirt. Here I am just sewing the darts, and you want to start from the top of the skirt and go to the end of the triangle, sew off a little bit, and then tie a knot with the ends of the string. Once you have your darts finished, you're going to want to pin and sew the side pieces of the skirt together. I also after used a serger to serge all my raw edges, but of course if you don't have one, you can do a zigzag stitch or leave it as is. For the 2 ends of the skirt, you're going to want to do a 1/4 inch hem, fold it over twice, and sew that down so that you have no raw edges at the ends of your skirt. For the waist tie, I started off by folding it in half and ironing it so I could see where the center fold line was. Then I folded both of these edges in towards the center line, but not fully, and ironed them down. And this is going to make it so much easier when sewing the waistband onto the skirt. You're going to want to put the right side of the waist tie facing the wrong side of the fabric and pin the pieces together because you're going to want to sew right along where that folded edge is. You're then going to want to fold the waist tie over the raw edge of the fabric at the top of the skirt and pin this in place so that you can fully encase the raw edges in the waist tie. You're going to want to pin all along the waist tie and pin the ends of the waist tie to itself. This is showing how at the ends you're going to want to fold it and pin it along itself so it's like a long strap, and that way you can sew it in one continuous go. Starting from one end of the waist tie, you're going to want to start top stitching the tie together and then continue once you get to the skirt part to top stitch the waist tie fully to the skirt and encase all the raw edges. To hem the bottom of the skirt, you're going to want to fold the raw edge up a 1/4 inch twice, and I ironed it just to make sure that it was much easier to sew this. Lastly, you hem the skirt and then you're done.
Street to a penthouse, Miami Beach. Yeah, yeah. Niggas talk crazy on tweets. They don't want it cause I come to defeat. They don't want it. I beat these niggas all sweet. Bamboo sticks all in the Jeep. It's a new weirdo every week. Weirdo. Put it up for my seeds.
That's it for the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and if you end up making this skirt, please let me know and show me how it turns out for you. Also, let me know if there's any tutorials or video ideas that you would like to see next. Bye!